This is Grace. She's a Southwest Blue Pit Pup that I got off the free section of Craigslist. I decided to do a little science experiment and see how many of the skills that I know with dog training that I can teach a random blue pit off of Craigslist. I want her to be a testament of like demo dog skills, skills I can get her to have to become like a demo dog, so you can see like the product of what training your dog would look like. Really, I'm also train her up, rehabilitate her, and rehoming her for whoever wants her. It'll probably be like $100 or $200 fee, only because I'm in the mindset if you can't afford $100, you shouldn't have a dog. So this is her as a puppy. I took her to the bar, trained her. That's her first day down in Rialto Park, and that's her stay and her recall. I took her to the bar, had her sit on the bar stool, and we had mozzarella sticks. I taught her how to I tried skateboarding, see how far she can get. And she really doesn't like it as much, so we didn't really do too much. She actually likes pulling it though. Brutus used to try to eat her, and now he likes her. And she bullies him around everywhere too, and chews on his face. I think he's in love. And she's very naggy on him all the time, takes advantage of it. Allie ain't with it though. That's her stay for Halloween. I got a little costume from off of Amazon. So he's riding the pit bull. And she's obsessed with this big red ball. This is her at the dog park. But the thing that's funny is that a lot of those dogs on the left, they would share the ball and do it together. But they see she's weird, like obsessed with the ball, and they're like, oh no, that's a little off. And I've been working with her obsession on the prey drive there. Because she gets too much into it and she can redirect, but that's gone down. There's a little routine I've been doing with her to simulate everything you do when you're walking the dog through a busy city intersection or something like that. And make her stay in all situations, whether you're like at an intersection, buying food, talking to a friend, sitting at a cafe. Like, I try to train my goal is to train all dogs, and I have so far, to walk your dog through anything and it won't become a legal liability in any which way, shape, or form. It's just there. Unless someone like trips over it or some crazy crap like that, it's that's pretty much what you're gonna get right there. And I'm gonna socialize her into other stuff. But right now, if you have a dog at a good stay, that alleviates 85% of the problems. And then you just add distraction into it. And so far, she's done pretty good. She's probably might be an ambassador dog for the pit bull rescue I'm trying to get together. But I'm trying to train people's dogs first so I can get a rehabilitation program going on. So I pick up the leash and then we can go together. That was probably about 3 months of work between all the other dogs and working the whole time. And that's pretty much the product of the stay so far without distraction. And I put some agility into it. And like I said, she likes to pull a skateboard like a sled dog in the desert. Most she's ever pulled me is like 4 miles. And she goes pretty quick too, especially on a longboard. This is a recall off leash with just hanging a long line with Ollie and Grace. They've been packing up and running down the river trails back here. I want to go down this trail, so I recalled them, and now they're following this trail and staying within my sight, being out leash. I always make sure I give them water too. But the rule is when they're off leash, they can't be out of my sight. This is some more agility stuff I make her do, because agility builds confidence in dogs, and confident dogs are calm dogs, and so they can go to happy hour at the mall type dogs. This has been the portfolio of Grace so far over a 3-month period. If you like this kind of stuff, I'm going to make a lot more. This is like 2 more weeks of stuff I got to make, such as me starting working dog skill training with her. A pit bull can do everything a Malinois can do. It's just not going to be as good. Essentially, I can teach her like bite work skills and scent detection skills, and she can do it and everything, and we can do it in a way that makes her like a pet and stuff we do as a play. But you're really going to get like the dog as a weapon is going to be more like a high point than like a Smith and Wesson. She can go through the motions of everything, but it's sort of like the difference between like a guy that does taekwondo and John Wick taking care of you. But that's really not the point with these things. It's mostly the do drills like you would do with that kind of stuff, so you can build bonding between you and your dog. You can actually just get the dog to like be using like a home gym with picking it up on the rope and finding your car keys if you sent it with vanilla. And by the way, bonding between you and your dog is important, because if you bond correctly, then the dog will listen to you instinctually, because it means it respects your leadership. And as long as you play by the rules of what they perceive as leadership, they'll do whatever you say, because they've come to the conclusion that you can come up with better ideas of success than they can ever come up with themselves. So what that translates into is the difference between your dog being off leash and coming wherever you want to, even if you're in a crowded city or something like that, and you not being able to walk your dog on a leash because it drags you down an open field by yourself. So if you enjoyed watching Grace's training progression from puppy to now, just like and subscribe. Eventually I'll rehome her and find another puppy to rehabilitate. I've done 50 before, trained them from puppy to finding a new home. It's just that this is the first time I even like thought about archiving and portfolioing the things I did with dogs I rehome.